Okay, so it's been a while since we've done a stream. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. I think there's only like 26 or 27 players. So going to be playing short-handed, at least for the next hour or so, I guess. A7 suited. Don't like calling here with A7 suited, so we are going to 4-bet. Okay, so see a nice flop here with A7 of diamonds. So we can obviously bet and then call raises, or we can go for a check raise, or we can double barrel and get it in on the turn. I think all options are on the table here. In this case, I'm just going to go for the latter and just go for a double barrel and just pretty much jam all turns. Defend 10-7. And we see a small c-bet, which we're going to continue. I think he has some ace highs here that would raise and then stab the flop. He's going to continue that story now with a small bet, and we are going to call down. And he might decide to go for an overbet here, which I kind of want to see, to be fair, because that means he would have some complete air, which we do beat. But if he goes for a medium bet, I was going to say we're more likely to be beat. So now he has, I guess, Queen Jack or like Ace 4, or kind of busted clubs. So we're going to look him up here. He's got pocket 7s. Would have been pretty sick if I had like deuces and just calling a bluff, but he's bluffing with the best hand. We're going to go for a squeeze here, the King Queen, and I think we'll pass on this squeeze spot here with the Ace Jack. C-bet King Jack on the right, and see a really nice flop here with King Queen, obviously. But it's not necessarily just a nice hand because obviously we got a Queen, but also because it's pretty dry, and so there's not really much hands that his range would connect with on this board. So we should be able to quite freely bet flop and also turn, and then maybe not go for 3 streets with our range, but obviously with our hand. We've improved to the effect of nuts here. I think our hand would be too strong to be continued betting. I think we're going to play this a bit tricky here and just go for a check. If he does have a pocket pair, could even have some massive implied odds if he does river like a boat. Trojan Best, are you still only exclusively streaming on Mondays? Yeah, currently. Just works best with my schedule. I think we go for a bet now. I think we go for a small sizing, as there's not really much that can call us here. We're going to have to get heroed by like a pair. Yeah, so we see the snap fold. Ace Queen suited. I think we'll just flat this squeeze here. I mean, I'd hate to have to 4-bet fold versus a jam, especially when we're in position. So we will continue. On this flop, we will take a stab here. I'm going to bet a size that's smaller than half of his stack, just to make our hand look a bit stronger, so we have the option to back raise if he does jam. But we see a raise. This looks really strong to me. This surely should be Ace Queen minimum. Ace Queen minimum, kings. We don't even have a club, so it makes it harder for us to continue with this hand. Nice hand then, I guess. I was kind of hoping he'd call just so I could see what hand he was doing that with. So we see a min raise here, which we will continue with the call. With pocket 9s, don't really see any other plays here better than just calling down. And so we are going to call twice at least with 9s. And that's a pretty bad run out for us. But fortunately he does give up. Ace 7. 8-7 will come along for the right multi-way. I think 8-7 is probably best to just flat here. and 9s will continue for at least one more street. 8-7, he's not really wrapping a super strong hand here, so I'm wondering if we could get away with a raise here, which I think we're going to go for here. Don't like calling here, don't really like folding. I think raising seems pretty good, so we're going to go for a check raise. Don't see us getting jammed on here, so I think at least in the worst case we'll be able to realise our equity. Best case, we can get him to fold, which he does do. Very nice. Defend 8-5 hearts here, and we flop pretty well versus small c-bet. I think we will check raise here. So that's a bad turn card for us. I think we'll have to check on the turn here. The question is, what do we do if we do face a bet? But I guess it depends what size. I think if he bets small, he's going to have quite a bit of ace-x of hearts. If he bets big, I'm still wary that we could be up against some superior flush draws. So we are going to check river here and go for a check call. Versus most normal sizings, I think we will just be check calling here with the flush. Yeah, I think we'll just call here. Okay, river to sad. Nice hands. Queens. We'll 3-bet here. See a cold call from the big blind. And then we see a jam. And this guy's just ripping ace king. This is quite a large jam. This is such a sick hand. We're going to fold queens. And we were wrong that time. If I had a bit more time, probably would have found the call. Nice hand. So we folded quite a few times here when we opened from the small blinds and faced the 3-bet. But Queen Jack suited is a hand that we will continue with. And looks like we will be continuing for at least one more. I think we'll continue checking here. And now we have to bet quite big here with all our value and bluffs. I think we could even take this line with the 10x, not necessarily only with just like a 9x. So let's see if we get the fold. Nice hand, nice call. Ace king. We'll continue with the call here versus this 3-bet from the small blind. This guy starts with a check, so we'll check back. We will bet now for a small sizing. Be all of his ace queens and king queens and some other weaker ace-x hands. I think the only strong hand that he could have here that takes this line would be a hand like pocket tens. What sizing can we choose to get paid by ace queen? I think we'll choose 2/3. I think we would take the same line if we had a 10x, as we're repping as a value hand, or in fact could be bluffing. But I think he jams, so he really is now repping a hand like tens. Nice hand. Okay, playing against the same player here, and we're going to be out of position on both. So playing 3-bet pots here. And we'll c-bet queens, and we'll check call 8-10. And we're going to lead the turn with 10-8. Oh my god, we see a really bad turn card. With queens, feels like we're going to be losing this hand. Nice hand. Okay, so he defended queen nine suited here from the big blinds versus button, and you see a larger sizing, which makes me kind of feel like he has a hand like king jack or ace jack, essentially a hand with good nut equity. So we continue with a call. On this turn card, we'll go for a lead, as I don't think this card ever really hits our opponent much. think he'll continue a lot of his. Will continue with all of his, I should say. King jacks and ace jacks, ace kings. So basically, this card hits all of his continuing range pretty much. We do rep some 10x hands, but straights beat trips, right? So on balance, I don't think we can win this hand. Good sizing. So the only way to win this hand is if we rep a 10. We'll have to be stronger than the 10. It'll have to be a full house, really, I think. I don't think we'd be raising just a naked 10. I think we're taking too long. I think we'll just fold. Check call king 4 and jacks. I think I'm reasonably happy to just 4-bet and get it in. Continue calling with king 4 on the left. And we'll snap call with jacks. And we'll call king 4. 2-pair against 2-pair. Okay, running it twice here. No club. Okay, it's good to always good to win the first one. Nice bit of run good there. Right, so this could be something interesting. Ace 8 goes check check. We do have to check turn. So of course continue calling. And we're going to lead the straight here. Tough, interesting spot here with the ace 8. Ace queen with the ace of clubs. Right, I think I'm going to look him up here. King jack. Oh, nice hand. So we had a similar story here against the same player. When we got a small c-bet raised when we have top, and he had like a queen x, or like a top pair, sorry. So we are going to continue with the call with that in mind. Snap check. We do check back. Great river card here. So it does make it less likely that our opponent has queen jack. He's still going to bet quite strong here. If he did just have a queen x, they would never be leading out here like this. Yeah, I think we are going to have to fold here. Ace king, we're in a 3-bet pot here, and we've got the ace of diamonds. So we have a pretty clear bet, and then jam. If he jams, we of course call. All right, good luck. Nice. C-bet 10-7 on the right. Ace jack, ace of diamonds. We'll check back. On this turn card, we go for an overbet with the 10-7 spades. Should never really expect to get raised here. So we have to go for another overbet here. I suppose the only hand you can really call us here is with the jack of spades. So we can easily rep like a jack x of spades here, or even like a flop straight. So we are going to go for the spot. Yeah, or like a jack. Nice hand, jack. We're going to start the check here with the queens. And we see not a great turn card, but with the way we played our hands, we are of course going to continue with the call. We can't be at 6, can't be at deuce, can't be at flush. Does he have any bluffs? Fortunately, this guy does. Queen 5 of diamonds. We're going to bet small twice to allow some of his. I was going to say allow some of his weaker draws to continue. Do continue Queen 5 of diamonds for that sizing. And versus pot. So we're obviously at least calling. Don't see any merit to raising this hand, so I think it's just a call here. And we found a bluff. Queen Jack. May seem a bit weird that we check the flop now, betting this turn card, but we could have some weak flush draws that take that line. But we will take this to showdown and pray to win against his pocket sevens, pocket tens, pocket tens. Okay, and that's the end, guys. This stream has been pretty much blur. I think we ended just down like 50 big blinds or so, so just a small loss. Pleased with the result, even though it was a small loss given the hands that we were dealt with today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream.